this video about charging system and a quick test to see if your charging system working or not. And I'm specifically talking about the alternator and the wires between the alternator and the battery and the main fuse that feeds the alternator. Usually 125, 150, 175, 200, depends on the car you drive. When you turn the ignition on, you're gonna have all the lights on, including that battery light. Don't get confused with the shape of a battery. It doesn't mean the battery is bad most of the time. The battery could go low because the alternator is not charging, but if you charge the battery and if it's a good battery and you charge it, it will go back to normality. But usually you don't get this light when you have a bad battery. Okay, so this light usually means your charging system is not charging. In those new cars right now, if you have a battery light on, the brakes, ABS, and traction control also comes on for multiple reasons. Usually because the ABS module senses low voltage and it tells you there's issue with the ABS, but it's not. There's no issue with the ABS at this moment for this car. I always focus on the battery light. All right, so as soon as I start the car, all the lights should go off except that light stays on, the battery light, because the system is not charging. And like I said, the ABS and the traction control. So let's start the car. This light didn't go away. ABS is on, traction on, and the brake light is on. I'm not gonna look at this light, my focus on this light. This is very much control everything here. So I'm gonna do a quick test. This is not a full test, but that's a quick test to find out if your charging system is not working, or specifically the alternator is not charging. Of course, you need to go further diagnosis after that by a technician to use a voltmeter and other equipment, scanner, whatever that this car needs. I'm gonna go by the battery and show you what I do for a quick test. So as you can hear, the engine is running, and I'm gonna go to the battery and disconnect the negative, not the positive, the negative, for safety measures. So if I disconnect the negative and the car shut off, 100% it's not charging. Right, you hear this? Right away it shuts off. The battery is very strong. Okay, so the engine shuts off. I'm gonna go start it again and do it one more time. This is a very quick test to find out if your charging system is not charging. So the battery is good at this case. The only problem I'm having is the alternator is not charging. So I'm gonna do this also after I replace the alternator and show you when I do it again what's gonna happen. As you can hear, the engine cranks very strong. As soon as I disconnect the negative, it shuts off. All right. So I already checked this car. I know the alternator is not charging. So I'm gonna replace the alternator and do a connection video to this here, to see if disconnecting that negative terminal is gonna do the same thing. Okay, here is the 175 amps. The one goes to the alternator. And I already replaced the alternator. I'm gonna go back in the car and it started. Okay, now we're gonna turn the ignition on. And as you can see, the battery light again on, and we're gonna start the car and see if this light go away. All right, as soon as I turn it on, it went away. The brake light and ABS and the traction control is not a problem. I just have to reset the computer and delete these codes. I'm sure it's nothing wrong with the ABS at this moment. All these three related. So this computer, the ABS module, sensed a low voltage, and I'm sure this is what the issue is. But that's not what my discussion today. I showed you how to find out if the alternator is not charging. So now the brake light is out, so that means it is charging. Of course, we have to check it with a voltmeter and other stuff, but like I said, this is not what I'm talking about today. I'm just talking about this little trick, disconnecting the negative battery terminal to find out if the car stays running or not. Okay, here I am again, the same negative. The engine is running, as you can hear it. I'm gonna disconnect this. And you can see, or you can hear the engine still running. Okay? The engine is still running. This is disconnected, but then that means the alternator is charging right now after it was replaced. Alright? So this is very much a quick test to know if your alternator is charging or not. That's it. That's very much for this video. I hope you subscribe, share, like, so I could post more videos. Thank you very much. Thank you for watching.